Hey, it is September 10th, the Wednesday, and I decided, let me go live because I got my Sephora order finally. So I've been waiting for this order. What am I waiting for? Big stuff? I don't know when I placed it, but I did a Sephora order, and I thought I would have it. But here we are. I have it. I decided to order um, the new Kayali from the blue dress. I don't need the nice pack because it's but also I just want to try them. I don't know if I would be into them, so I decided to try them. I also got the Marc Jacobs Perfect. Which one is this? Absolute. And the Ariana Grande Love Mix. So that's all those things make me feel. I was blessed. I was very, very like excited to grab these items. Gotta open it. Okay, so let's go. Which one y'all want to go first? I always know. But hey, Mika, thanks for hopping on tonight and joining me. I'm ready to talk about my Kayali's real quick. And this is Sephora Order. But the first one that I got was, or that I'm gonna talk about is the chocolate food. My sound is off, like I'm swimming underwater. Now I thank you, but I have been. Uh, How is that? Is that better? Thank you for telling me. I was playing around with some settings. All right, there it is. I was playing around with some settings, and every time, like I would change it to what I needed to over here, it'll change over here. Listen, but thank you because it's the camera showing me that my mic is on, but then it flipped off over here. But we're here, and I'm glad you're here to tell me. I think a few other times that I've done lives, like my mic wasn't picking up, which is so crazy. Um, so the camera's mic was picking up my voice. But anyway, it is September 10th. I got my Sephora order after anxiously awaiting it to get the new Kayalis and to get Marc Jacobs Perfect Absolute as well as Ariana Grande's Love Notes. I'm sorry, Plush Vanilla. This is not a Love Notes. This is Plush Vanilla. The first Kayali I'm going to talk about is the Oudgasm Chocolate Oud 11. I already ripped open the box, ripped open the package to get to these fragrances. Hi, Sylvia. Thank you for joining in tonight. Oh, please tell me what your scent of the day is. I should start with that because I enjoyed that. Today, my scent of the day it's called, it's hard for me to pronounce because it's not something that I usually say. La Sorcelle. I really don't know how to pronounce it. Okay, it's Heist is a brand, an indie brand that does some originals, that does some inspired fragrances, and their fragrance is called La Sorelle. And this is a fragrance inspired by Sisters Before Misters by Juicebox. Y'all, I'm loving it. Like, I'm so glad I picked that up. I did my Heist order. If anybody else is interested in Heist, I may talk about it anyway, but just let me know if it's something you guys want to see, because I just got a couple things from them. But I am enjoying it. It is fruity. It might even feel slightly juvenile, but I don't know why I don't care. I have it, and I still think I want the real thing because I realized deep down inside, like I'm a real Spice Girls fan. I don't know all the words to hardly any songs, but just they were a part of the pop culture in the 90s and stuff like that. So I'm a fan and I want the fragrance to go with it. Okay, so Nika wants to hear more about Heist. Yes, it's Heist with a T. Great. So let's get back to these Kayalis. The Chocolate Oud, the one that everybody says smells like angel share. I get that comparison. I definitely do. I think when you spray it and the name of it is Chocolate Oud, so you're expecting to like get some chocolate, right? But this one is dominated by that rum and apple. That's very reminiscent of apples of Angel Share by Killian. So the notes on this are caramel apple. We do get that. There's spice rum. We do get that. The velvet orris. I'm not sure that I smell that in this, but let's keep going. The incense, you can get that. Dark cocoa. I just didn't get it. Earlier today when I got the package, I sprayed my skin. And while I was able to test it, I kind of don't trust it because I'm wearing La Sorel, or that's the name. La Sorel. I'm wearing that, which is a little fruity. But you really just get these angel share notes. In the base, there's also chocolate oud. So I do know that some patchoulis can be chocolate. Maybe the ouds can be deeper, thicker, and chocolatey as well. I have not experienced that per se because I'm not an oud connoisseur. I actually, just dabble with oud. It's so funny because we have a friend who's like, y'all always wearing that spicy, strong, like old lady stuff. And I think it's because of the incense and the ouds and stuff like that. That are typically in these Middle Eastern fragrances, but I try to do sweet ones. I try to do ones that are just a little bit more palatable and not just straight like oud wood type of thing. So this is kind of giving me a little angel share. Hi, Nadia. How are you? I'm so happy to see you. Yeah, so this one, how would I say this differs from angel share? On here, it doesn't hold that richness like angel share. Like angel share, I think has this like bright cinnamon and all of this, while this does not have that. It starts off sort of like, okay, it might be, but then it dries down. As it dries down, it's not as rich and as bright. I sprayed some angel share on my hand earlier with some Chocolate Queen by Novatus because I wanted essentially a chocolate angel share because people kept talking about like how this was to have chocolate in it. The chocolate hasn't come to the forefront yet. And I'm gonna say yet because in my experience with Kayali's, like it takes them a few days, honestly, for it to just kind of round out, settle, develop. I've had that happen with the pistachio yum. I've had that happen with the sugar patchouli. So these notes just need a little bit of time to kind of adjust and settle. And so I do look forward to getting more of that out of this. So it is Angel Share's little brother. But I'm okay with that. I just got a small bottle, not a lot of offense. I mean, I could be like, oh, let me go take it back. But I'm curious to just keep it and see how it develops. But as of right now, it is given angel share. If you have angel share, you do not need this. But I swear, I definitely look forward to like trying it again later. And I kind of enjoyed my angel share and chocolate queen layering. So I'm looking forward to seeing what this one does. Let's move on to this Oudgasm Milky Musk Oud 30. This is the one, I actually sprayed this on first. When I opened the package, I was just so curious about like, what is a Milky Oud? Milky Musk Oud. And of course, because we've gone through the Musk era this spring, I was very interested in like, what could this be like? Like, give me some of that because I'm curious. Let me see what you guys have on today because I'm curious. Sylvia says she just got a sample of Deep Dark Vanilla from DS and Durga. That sounds fun. Did you wear it today, Sylvia? And Nadia says that it's Wednesday and the whole day she's been thinking it's Thursday. Girl, I'm sorry. That's such a disappointment. All right. So Nadia says she's wearing Kayali Vanilla 28. Oh, she needs to get that one. She didn't tell us what she's wearing. But Sylvia is wearing that one. Spicy vanilla. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, so back to Kayali Milky Musk Oud. Y'all, it was love at first sniff when I smelled this. It was. I was like, oh, it's a little lactonic. It's musky. It's warm. It has some depth. And then they burst my bubble a little bit because I go on Fragrantica and they're like, oh, it's reminiscent of Blanche Bette. I mean, it is, but it doesn't have the richness of Blanche Bette. This has a good musk, oud, lactonic feel, but it doesn't have the richness of Blanche Bette. Blanche Bette has that ambrette. It has this floral. It has some chocolate in it. Like it has a little bit more depth to it. This is like a little cousin, but it still has this nice, okay, let me tell you the notes because that's important. That's important, duh. It has pink pepper, which that's in there, a little sweetness, but not too much. Not like not like sweet diamond pink pepper, not like that, and not like the Ana Abayed Scarlet that I tried on the last live that had pink pepper just swirling around my head. So this one has pink pepper. It says strawberry cream. And again, I don't necessarily smell that right off. Maybe it sweetens the lactonic note ever so slightly, but it's very like, not really. There's incense in this. There's suede santal. I like when Kayali does that. And then there's white musk and silver oud. Okay, so I need Mona to just like hop on YouTube and give us the rundown on her ouds that she likes to use. So silver oud is newer to me. And I would love to like know what that's really giving. Like I'm imagining as I'm smelling, like it's a nice, clean oud that adds that woodiness, but in a fresh, delicate way. Y'all, I love like, and if I didn't, and if so, what I'm trying to say is that the strawberry, um, what is there for marshmallow, the strawberry marshmallow, bougie marshmallow, is that what it's called? I like almost layer that with everything because I love it so much. Or I layer it with a lot of the rose scents that I have or something of that sort. And so since this is supposed to have strawberry cream in it, like, bro, I would love to spray. Oh, there is this sweetness. I'm smelling it very, very, very close now. But there's this sweetness coming out of and it's very subtle though, but it's a sweetness that I like. And this is so silly. However, I feel like this is one of those subtle notes that if a company decides to remake this, they probably wouldn't nail this subtlety. So I said this was love at first sniff. And I was like, I would get a full-size bottle. But I'm on the fence about that because I need to just make sure that Blanche Bet just isn't, it's the fragrance in my collection that's just going to take over. You know, I wouldn't want to have to say like, I picked this or this. So for example, Rolling in Love and Blanche Bet, for me, they run neck to neck, not in terms of smelling alike, but like what they do for me and how I like to wear them. Sometimes I can't pick which one I'd rather wear because I love them both. They're kind of in the same vein. So, or another comparison is like, and this is unfortunately because I have inspired fragrances, but I think Joe Malone's Scarlet Poppy, I had that, and I also that runs neck to neck with Rolling in Love. Like sometimes it's the slightest notes that make a difference with those that make it hard for me to decide. But I think I would add a bottle of this to my collection. I don't want it to compete with Blanche Bet though, or Rolling in Love or Scarlet Poppy, but like people be hating on Kayali, but one, I'm a Mona stan, and then two, they just always come. They come with enough for me. I did a live about being a basic B because sometimes I just really am like, I don't want to challenge some days I just need something easy and comforting because I have a lot that I have to handle at work, at home, with this, with that. Like, I don't want to challenge my nose and you know, have this in the back of my mind, just like, what does that smell? Or I'm getting this, I'm getting that. Like sometimes I just don't want all that. But this is enough to keep me interested, but smooth enough to comfort me. And this is a fall scent to love. I'm excited about this. So let me see what y'all talk about because me and Milky Musk Oud. All right, let me see what y'all talk about because I'm loving it. All right. Nadia loves Oud too, and she's wearing Libre Intense. Oh, that's such a good one, and definitely a staple for my fall collection. And this is after having it. I sprayed it over here today and my nose has constantly gravitated towards this, but I was like, man, it's because I like Blanche Bet. But there is this sweetness coming out of this musk that must be the strawberry cream that they're talking about. It's very subtle, but it's something that I really, really enjoy. Blanche Bet is stunning. Nadia said she had a decant and still sad that she finished it. Girl, go and get a bottle because I know they're on discounters now. So if you have space in your collection for it, get it. Get it, get it, get it. Hi, Birdie. Thank you. No worries. I appreciate you hopping on and saying hello. Glad you're here. And then whenever you can, drop us some thoughts in the comments and let me know what you think about these fragrances. And Birdie says our scent of the day is Gucci Love. Oh, I love that. So Nika says that she really enjoys a nice oud too. She really enjoys how Sarah Baker, Ormond Jane, and Xerjoff do oud. Okay. All right. That's good to know. Because I haven't thought about it in that way. Like what companies do oud in a way that I like. So those are good. I'm glad that you mentioned those brands. If anyone here has Blanche Bet, she'd be happy to do a swap, says Nadia. Nika says that her scent of the day is Vanilla Eclat by Navitus. So why don't I just go ahead and start a fall list because I know that I have so many fragrances that I love to bring in the fall. And I'm like, do I need to do a fall list? But I guess so, because you guys are reminding me of some amazing ones. I thought of like 3, because I was thinking if I had to pick 3 fall fragrances right now off the top of my head, like what would they be? And so I was thinking, okay, maybe I should do a video about that. But y'all are just reminding me of like some amazing ones. And Vanilla Eclat needs to be abused this fall. Like that fragrance. Okay, whole sidebar. And it made me think of this because you mentioned it, Nika. Vanilla Eclat is a beautiful rice lactonic, vanilla, beautiful fragrance. Like I think so if Ambrosia Imperial came out in 2024, right? And then Vanilla Eclat came out in 2025. Am I right? Remind me, please. But that's one of the best releases from Navitus, especially for those that love these vanillas and different vanillas. It is an amazing fragrance. So I'm doing this sidebar because a fragrance that is very similar to me is the Define Me's Nearly Noon with creator Steph. In previous lives, I've said that fragrance was just doing this trick on me where it would smell good in one moment and then not so much the next. But I revisited it recently and it's pretty good. I'm not getting that weird odor that I felt like I was smelling before. So I'm definitely like open to giving it a full wear. It just still gives me a slight bit of pause, but I am going to try with that one as well. Nika says she has not tried Blanche Bet. Nika, I think if you like Vanilla Eclat, you will like Blanche Bet. I think, because they just have this lactonic, like, that's the similarity with those, I think. Birdie says she has all of the Kayali frags, but the latest, and she wants the Milky Musk. I mean, I vouch for it, so But remember, these aren't like, I just love it. I just love it. Hi, G. I'm so happy to see you. What are you wearing today? Robert, what up, what up, what up? I need some money. Do you have some money for me? Okay, G says that Vanilla Clot came out late 2024. Okay, but still. Hi, Sephora cutie. um, Nika says that after it macerated, she truly was able to enjoy it. That's awesome. That was a love at first sniff for me. What would you layer with Latafa Oud Mood? It's a little strong for me, and I'd like to sweeten it up. Ooh. I don't have Oud Mood, but I'm thinking, oh, do you have Latafa's Noble Blush? That Milky Rose. I think Milky Rose Vanilla would probably calm that down a little bit and really just bring it together. Pam, hi. Thank you for joining in. Robert, my Creed Oud Zarian sample came in and it's interesting. I'm going to wear it tomorrow and see how it wears. Hey, what are you wearing tonight, Robert? What are you wearing tonight, Pam? Let us know. So I just went over the chocolate oud. It is giving a bit of angel share, but I am definitely going to let it play and let the notes develop a bit because that's been my experience with Kayali's. But Love at First Sniff is this milky musk oud that has this sweetness to it. I don't know if it's strawberry. Maybe strawberry cream is more, a lighter type sweet scent, but I'm loving it. Even if it is close to Blanche Betts, I am loving it. All right. G is wearing Milk Orchid. How do you like it? Tell us about it. I need to see a review on your page. So Nika says she picked up the milk fragrance from the Cocoa Shade line and it made a beautiful base for Vanilla Eclat. So I don't know if I know the Cocoa Shade. Is that the Bath and Body Works line? I'm sorry, I don't remember, but I do have a milk fragrance. Unless Cocoa Shade is its own brand. I don't know. Let us know, Nika. Robert is wearing Royal Tobacco by Amouage. That's beautiful. All right, let me tell you guys about, okay. All these names, all these lines, all these things, it gets so confusing. Ariana Grande. This is Love Notes by Ariana Grande, Plush Vanilla. So when I tested it in store first, I was like, it's such a light vanilla, but it's cute. Like, I know people weren't impressed. People were not quite feeling this one, but again, I have a thing for sometimes softer fragrances, things that are easier to wear. Rihanna had the vanilla body butter out at one point, and when I first got that body butter, I was like, I can hardly smell the vanilla. Like, it's so light, it's so soft. But once I put it all over my body, I was in love, and I need them to bring it back. They keep doing these limited editions. Like, who told y'all we wanted it limited? Like, we want the fragrances, we want the body creams, and so I thought that, look at this travel bottle that they put it in. It's super cute. But when I smelled this put me in that mind frame of that body butter that I no longer have. Now, this It's still a great vanilla. However, now that I got it home with me today, it reminded me of something that I was familiar with. Because I'm like, after a while, all these vanillas, like they start to smell alike, or there's certain profiles of vanilla that all vanilla seem to fall into. The marshmallow, the cotton candy one, the cupcake frosting one, the vanilla bean one. So this one, it is pretty. It's vanilla-y. It's light and it's a lighter, fluffy vanilla. And that's great. Now there is just some note in here that reminds me of Philosophy's Fresh Cream. That is one of the vanillas that I can't quite get with. It just so Philosophy's Fresh Cream for me. And this is in an old video. I think I mentioned this. in one of my videos a long time ago, but Fresh Cream smells like, to me, baby bottle nipples, the rubber, and some of that Similac formula, like together, that smell, like that's what Fresh Cream smells like to me. And I had a collection of some of the Philosophy fragrances that are like the little minis. I had to throw that one away because it just kind of irritated me. And I love a baby. They're all cute, but something about that just kind of irritated me out of context. Like if I smelt it because a baby is around and I was fixing the bottles and trying to feed a baby, okay. But to want to spray it on myself and walk around with that, like I could not do it. And so there is a note of some sort in here, and I don't know what it is, that gives me some of that vibe. Like maybe they took Philosophy's Fresh Cream formula and added something on top to like jazz it up a little bit. But in this fragrance, there's vanilla, sugar, cashmere wood, sandalwood, amber, and orange blossom. Is it the orange blossom and the cashmere wood not going together with me? I have no idea. However, I'm so glad that I have a travel because I think that's going to play with my mind and I'm not going to really like enjoy this. So with this being such a more of a simple, fluffy vanilla, it's definitely a layering type thing for me. One that you could definitely wear on its own, but for me, I would layer and I think I can make it through this travel. Yeah, but I was this close to getting a full bottle. I'm so glad that I did not. So that just, I don't know. And another vanilla that bothers me, and it's not like the Fresh Cream or this, but that Fleur, what's the Fleur Fresh Cream one? Something like that. Fleur. So hard to remember all of these names, but there's a Fleur Heavy Cream. I was like, oh no. You know how some people don't like that lactonic type of smell and they feel like it goes rancid on their skin and stuff like that? Something about that spray made me think that would happen to me. And I don't really generally have issues with lactonic fragrances, at least I think. But that Heavy Cream, no sir, no ma'am. Like I can't do that one. That was crazy. I was like, oh, that is some real heavy cream. That's not, I can't do that one. Yeah, so this is nice. It just brought back that memory of that time that I was exploring Philosophy and that Fresh Cream. Now we're gonna go to another one that I decided that I liked in the store, but I would get a travel. I'm not gonna go out here and just splurge on a full bottle because no, we're not doing that right now, especially with these prices just being outrageous. And I have a couple of these bottles. They, go to discounters pretty quick. But the Perfect by Marc Jacobs, the Absolute. This one really caught my attention when I went to Sephora. And I was like, I'm a fan of the Marc Jacobs Perfect line. So I said, I would get that one, and I did in a travel. So let's spray it because I haven't explored or thought about the notes since I got it. I just felt like it was like a really good flanker to some of the other fragrances. It has it's a little bit richer, but it still has the lightness of the Perfect line. So the bottle is gorgeous. The bottle is to die for. This one has, okay. So this one has fig, caramel, jasmine, and amber. And when I saw that when it was coming out, I was like, oh my gosh, is this going to be like the Ariana Grande fragrance, the one, her fig fragrance? Bruh, not knowing the names of these fragrances is killing me. Like, do you guys know which one I'm talking about? That came in that purple REM. I was like, is this going to be like REM? Is it going to take on with the fig and the caramel? Is it going to be like REM? And if you were wondering the same, it is not. So this, I don't know what note in here it keeps that perfect DNA, but it's like the perfect DNA with a little bit of caramel to maybe deepen it, to make it rich. You're not getting ooey gooey caramel. It's just something to give the sweetness a little bit of depth. Does that make sense? So you're not getting ooey gooey caramel. You're not getting a caramel square or anything that you would melt for the candy apples. You're getting something that adds to the sweetness and the depth. That's not like pure white sugar. The fig. Now let me. I don't want to get the line on here. Like, I know about the stages of the fig, but this is not a sugary sweet fig, but it's not a hella green unripened fig. It's just like fresh fig. But I really enjoy this one. I am glad that I have the travel. This would be like an awesome office scent. I really like it. I'm a fan of the Marc Jacobs Perfect line, or some of Marc Jacobs fragrances anyway. So this one is not as young and flirty as the other ones are. This one is more like, okay, office lady, you smell good. I don't know. I'm trying to think, because this is the type of fragrance I think of for those environments, just where you're not trying to be offensive, but you are still being like professional on your P's and Q's. You're not letting loose trying to have fun, or you're just being presentable and approachable and cute. So I really love this one. I can't wait to get the little bottle. Let me stop lying, because the truth is, I have no space on my shelves. None. But I love those bottles with the little trinkets on the top. And I think it's so cute. And I want to see it on my shelves, but I don't have space for it. So That's another problem for another time. Let's see what you guys are talking about over here. Something here costs. Oh, Pam asked if I saw the MFK BR540 time, the rare crystal for $28,000. I have not, but those that are into crystal and all that jazz, I know that it's a whole thing, and that can be pretty expensive. And that's where I think Baccarat started as a fragrance for the glass company or something like that. So I can see it. I did not see it, but let's see what they're talking about, because I'm curious to see what it looks like. See if I can grab a picture or something. These are the Baccarat red crystals. I see one for 1,000. Wait, I missed a lot, you guys. Red crystal for MFK. Mm. Let's see. Mason Francis Kurkdjian launches 28,000 limited edition version of BR540. Ah, okay. Yeah, that's. I mean, some people got money to play with like that, and yeah, that's crazy. Ty, hey girl, hey. So glad to see you. Okay, let me see if I could just skim real quick over some comments. Because I feel like I missed out a lot. Oh, so Nika clarifies for us that the Coco Shea line at Bath and Body Works has a milk fragrance. I do, and I realized I had the milk lotion and the cream, because I guess I like the milky lactonic stuff. So I actually do have that, and noted, I will use that as a base for the vanilla clot. Robert is so crazy. Talk about Ariana Grande could stand to eat 2 buckets of Popeye's chicken. Yeah, she's a bit on the thin side, but I guess we're not body shaming her. She says she absolutely loves Milk Orchid, even though it has a bit of the milk commodity DNA, but the milky notes are much lighter from the coconut and the fig. Ah, okay. I was watching Veronica's take on it today, I think. And if you have not seen it, you should check it out. She gives some views and perspectives on that. Robert wants to know if I've ever smelled Soul like Patchouli by Virtus. It has a marshmallow note in the base. I have not, and I typically don't try fragrances that are centered around patchouli. Maybe Sugar Patchouli by Kayali was probably like one of the few, but Robert's so silly. But you like the Virtus fragrance? Is it Virtus? Virtus? I'm thinking in Latin or something. Virtus. Oh, look what nigga said about fresh cream. My philosophy. It smells like yuck. But the cashmere version is so much better. Yeah, the cashmere version is nice. I just felt like that has become a very popular and common DNA. My lashes bother me. Right? There's so many fragrances that just launched at Sephora. I talked about a few already. The Valentino. What else did I try when I was in there? Like, I didn't bother to talk about the Prada, the new Prada. I'm not really interested in that one. I didn't care for it as much. Oh, so G's giving us the rundown. Yes. The Donna Bonaroma Ivory, liked it, but don't want to spend $190 on it. Milk Orchid, have not tried it. The Marc Jacobs, Perfect Absolute, love it, gotta travel. The J-Hack, oh my gosh, I think I just want it for the bottle. I just posted that today. Like, that bottle looks so cute. But they're saying marshmallow and powdery. I don't like powdery. I love marshmallow. So I'm just going to try it in the store. The Kayali, got those. Brown Girl Jane, I want to try this so bad. I'm interested. So let me just say that I'm interested. Do I want to try it so bad? I'm not sure, but I'm very interested. I still haven't tried high tea. The Fleur, which Fleur came out? And Chris Collins, that Forbidden Apple. Yeah, I just need stuff to come in store so I can sniff it. But I still have this 20% off. So I might get a travel if they're offering one. Are they offering one for the Forbidden Apple? I don't know. Let me see. Because I could add that to add a travel. Is it even at Sephora yet? Yep. They have a travel. Of course, it's out of stock while the sale is going on. Got it. What are the notes in this scent? The key notes are red apple, pomegranate, pulp, vanilla, bourbon. That sounds pretty darn delicious. It is characterized as a warm and sweet gourmand. Warm and spicy. Whew. Let's see what else. No space for another frag. Exactly. Like, I literally need to use some stuff before, because when I first put up my shelves, I was so pressed. Like, I needed to be sort of minimal, no fragrances touching. I only want like 1 to 2 rows per shelf. And then all hell broke loose because your collection, that's really not feasible. So one day I hope to get back to that. I look forward to that. Yes. The new J-Hag for everybody's on it. On it. The new J-Hag Forbidden Apple Travel is sold out. Oh, yes. Fleur, the cherry stem. I like Fleur. I want to get my nose on it, but I have not pulled the trigger on any Fleur as of yet. I think the last time I was like, I'm going to get that was Vanilla Smoke, which I really like. But I just feel like I have too much in my collection to just even bother. Birdie. She says, my do-it-frags alone take up space. Girl, I was just thinking about that the other day, because when I started collecting and the numbers were growing, I made this drawer dedicated to my duas. It has 2 like levels. So it's in a drawer, but it's like 2 levels. Some on the bottom, some sitting on top. And I was like, that's my collection. Oh my gosh. Meanwhile, fast forward to today, I have like 3 tiers, three, what do I want to call them? Acrylic shelving that has those on them. It's 3 of them. And I probably need another one, but I'm not doing that because I'm just not. Some stuff you got to stop buying, give away. It's just too much. You're going to keep trying to make room for things that you don't have room for. Like, stop it. That's me. That's where I'm at. But I totally understand. I just couldn't believe I went from this drawer, the small little, discreet drawer that I was like, this is my collection, to just like exploding and taking up like a good third of my newer shelving. So it takes up almost like a third of the space for those shelves. And those are not those shelves are not from that drawer. The drawer is still separate on its own. These are, y'all, it's just crazy. Never mind. It's just crazy. So G is saying to make more space, I can make them seasonal, so put away. Yes, that is an awesome tip. One that I used to try to use, the tip I used to try to use before I got the shelves, because I didn't have a space for them. So I would just try to pull out and put away. And then when you're reviewing fragrances, it just kind of doesn't work right. So and Pam says, yeah, I'm trying to keep it under control. Girl, we have to keep each other strong. Keep each other strong. So that is my Sephora package that came in. Then they came out with this 20% off. So I still have a thing or two in the cart. I really wanted to smell the new Killian Angel Share on the Rocks. I know our girl, Amber, she talks about it all the time and like how good it is. I saw that Aisha from Simply Aisha, she did a review of it today and she really loves it. I think that Veronica in her roundup was saying it was too masculine for her. So I am just really like, I don't know. I want to try it. So I'm thinking maybe I need to just smell it in the store instead of spending the coin and going through the drama of return and all that. So G is asking what 20% off. So there is this like the friends and family that you have to like know someone, I guess, that works there. So people have been posting links. And so I grabbed one link that I think Ty sent me. It wasn't working because I guess a lot of people had like used it up. And then I found another one and I was able to grab it. So that was pretty cool. So maybe people are still have those links floating out there. I'm not too sure. Pam says that it's good and she's considering grabbing a bottle. Yeah, I'm so shocked that I haven't finished my Angel Share. I haven't even finished that bottle. So I don't think I will grab a bottle. I think I will grab a travel. And then lo and behold, if, Heist wants to come out with their version, I'll be all over it. But 2 things for some of my good friends that are on here, and I don't know if I will see you, but you guys, coming up at the end of September this month is Glamcation out in LA. And so if you're there, guess who will be there for the first time? Me. I'm so excited. I'm going with my good girlfriend and sister, Augusta. Hey, girl. I don't think she watches these lives, but I'm just excited to go with her and go out there and see like Marcy and all the the peeps that hold down Glamcation every year. And so I'm finally getting to go. And then ScentXplore is coming up in December. So if you'll be there in New York for ScentXplore, I got a ticket. So I guess I'll be there. I haven't decided if I'll be there all 3 days, one day, what's going on. But yeah, let's keep talking about it. And until my next live, thank you guys so much for joining in tonight. I love you all, and I will see you soon. Bye.